The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work. He stopped at the 13. The Cornhuskers offense who will have the football first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the well. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the...
Oh, he's got some space. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
To the air on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give out of the gun. Powers through the defender. Oh, he got loose. Finding some room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll ride the hot. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still gave him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's got great speed. Got a little room. touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Cherry. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Firing deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Huskers line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try it again. And he's dragged down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Scanning the field, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Reeves. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He unleashes a long one. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking downfield, it's Cherry. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running.
Might have a chance. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Look out, he's got room. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Cherry. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. Got a first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Finds his man. It's DeLuca. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Good right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Cherry. He's going to take off. And as he throws, the pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first half. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Puts it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Shakes off the defender. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take him there in business after the fumble recovery. Quarterback making checks. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. It's Kane. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They want to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running to the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Cherry. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds his tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. after run, now throw. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's Cherry. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the field. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw it. Williams got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They move on top here in the 4th. The Cornhuskers punch back.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Landry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To throw, it's Cherry. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Flies to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Kane. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Back to pass, it's Cherry. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's 3rd and long. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Ducks with the answer.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll throw it. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Rushes on him. Finds some time. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Looking for the score. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking